Extinction Level Jurassic Park, Episode 4, Richmond, Virginia. Having landed in Richmond, Virginia, John Hammond and Henry Wu were picked up and brought to the Diseases Research Facility, where Martin Gutierrez was expecting them. They entered the White Hall of the reception and waiting area of the facility, a television behind the white desk showing CNN News.
Perfect timing.
Martin Gutierrez came walking down the hall towards them.
John, thank you for coming so soon.
Gutierrez, thank you for calling me first. This is Dr. Henry Wu.
Pleasure.
Doctor, please follow me and I'll show you what I found.
The three men continued down the corridor. They passed the room with a patient on a bed. Gutierrez, seeing some concern on Henry's face, reacts.
Don't worry, they're not contagious, but they do help speed up their research on their cases.
I understand the Bowman girl got sick.
No, not yet anyway. Well, the symptoms she was just showing they seem like an allergic reaction, which I expect to go away over time. I spoke with the family yesterday and the swellings were wearing down. She was still a little lethargic, but she's gaining strength. Why I called is, well, I found something in a sample I took.
Inside Gutierrez's lab, CNN News continued.
Could you turn that off, please?
Preservation and isolation
Of course.
of that island.
I think you're right. Those islands should be isolated and contained under strict regulation.
The animals are dying if we do not act.
But you just said.
That interview was taken earlier. A lot has changed since then. Please, Martin, show us what you've found.
Gutierrez picks up a report with photos taken with a microscope, showing brown sticks in chaotic order.
Mr. Hammond,
John's hearing started failing,
are you okay, sir?
and so does his eyesight.
John?
Sir? He seems to be coming to. What happened to
He
him?
collapsed. He'd have a lot on his mind.
Okay, let's get him on the stretcher. Sir? Can you hear me?
It took some time before John Hammond would wake up in a mostly white hospital room. The curtains closed, but daylight still shining through, lighting the room. A few chairs were standing next to his bed. One of them was occupied by Henry Wu.
John, welcome back. Your daughter just left, taking Lex and Tim to dinner. They said they'll come back after.
I was out the whole day.
Almost 2.
Henry, what happened?
You collapsed.
Not that. About the disease. Did you finish up with Gutierrez?
John, that's not important now. You have to clear your mind of all that.
Then promise me you'll do whatever you need to do to help them. Martin hasn't spoken about the virus to anyone else, has he? He has to keep this quiet.
He'll keep in contact with the girl's family. We're not sure how contagious this will be. I'd like to continue my own research on this, but I'd need my data from our Site B facility.
Then go to Sauna. Save my animals, Henry, please. If we can't control the animals, you may be able to keep them out of a contained area. Set a perimeter. Jerry could help you to examine the animals and take care of them. And give me a piece of paper and a pen. Hoskins. His number. He's a smart man with connections in the private security branch. Keep the government out of this. If they all get wind of a virus...
Prions, John, not a virus.
Beside the point. Don't involve the US government, the Costa Rican, or any other government agency. They'll destroy the animals if they get wind of it out of fear. Please, Henry, don't let our legacy, your greatest work, go to waste. Let Hoskins set up a security team for your safety on the island. Give me another piece of paper. I need to write a letter of approval for the Indian board to give you access and funding.
Mr. Hammond, glad to have you back with us. How are you feeling?
Good. Please leave us for a moment.
You need to rest, sir.
Thank you, I will.
In the meantime, Henry is holding another piece of paper ready. The nurse looks at John suspiciously, knowing he's not about to listen to her advice, but turns to leave anyway.
Nurse, please stay. We could use a witness to this. Henry, please write this down for me. I, John Hammond, hereby grant Dr. Henry Wu full cooperation and funding from the John Hammond Foundation to further develop his project. How do you call it?
I'm calling it Caracosis.
To further develop Project Caracosis, Dr. Wu is to be given full support and access to his previous work locations, including Site A and Site B off of the coast of Costa Rica. It includes employment of a security team to assure the safety of the research team on the islands. I urge the InGen Board of Directors to fully support Dr. Wu, as well at the promise of great gain and as redemption of the InGen name. Under the witness of, what's your name, dear?
Melanie Archer, sir.
Under the witness of Melanie Archer, nurse at the whatever the name of this place, signed, and our three names to sign under the date. Got it?
Yes, I signed it. Melanie?
Wu hands the piece of paper and the pen to the nurse, who reads it through quickly and then signs her name.
Good. Then, please, give it here. Thank you, Henry. Now, get to work. I need some rest indeed. And Henry, Godspeed.
Thank you, John. Now rest and get well.
Over the course of the following months, John and Henry would have many more conversations as preparations were made to go back to Isla Sorna. In the meantime, Henry Wu continued his research for his actual Caracosis project. John's health never fully returned, and although he wished with all his heart to join Henry and see his animals once again, he feared that the preparations would come too late for him to join the team on that journey. But he could never bring himself to lose the hope that Henry would in the end save his animals.